Let's get those lineups set for week 21 next on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome to FBT in 5. I'm Chris Towers here with Scott White. We're closing out the week by previewing week 21. And the first thing you need to know, bad news for like Jake Berger and Lawrence Butler and Brent Rooker. And that's about it, because the Marlins and A's are the only two teams playing 5 games in week 21. So I guess it could be worse. 23 teams play 6 games, and then you've got the Braves, the Red Sox, the Dodgers, the Brewers, the Twins, and the Rangers all playing 7 games in week 21. The Rockies, 3 at Arizona, 3 at home versus San Diego, so split right down the middle. And let's talk some 2-start pitchers. And do you want to start Taj Bradley coming off a couple of poor outings? He gets the Astros and Arizona.
So those matchups could be better. Surprisingly, as of this recording, the Diamondbacks are the number 1 offense in baseball. They've scored the most runs for the year. And I know Bradley's been shaky his last couple outings, but I still think he's the kind of pitcher you don't think twice about starting, regardless of matchups, when he's making 2 starts.
All right, now the next 3 I think are, or at least the next 2, you're starting in points leagues. Brandon Pfaadt, he's got the Rockies on the road and at the Rays, and then Brady Singer at Minnesota, at Cincinnati. Start them both in points, but what about in Roto?
Yeah, I think you start him in either case. I mean, you could obviously assess your individual categorical needs, and if you want to start more relievers over starters. But just in a general sense, Pfaadt and Singer as 2-start pitchers with no worse than decent matchups, I think are pretty close to a must.
How about Clayton Kershaw? He has not gone even 5 innings in any of his 3 starts. Usually we think about 2-start pitchers as being better in points than Roto because they can't wreck your ratios in a points league. But wins and quality starts are such a big deal in a points league. Is Clayton Kershaw a better Roto start with 2 starts?
Yeah, I get that argument. I realistically think I'd be starting him in any format because those matchups, first of all, it's 2 starts, and the matchups, Brewers and Cardinals, they're pretty solid matchups. This might be the make or break week for Kershaw because if he doesn't give you a win or at least go 5+ innings in one of those starts, then I think we'll have a pretty good indication that the Dodgers are just going to baby him this whole time, and not sure he's going to get a 2-start week after this. So make or break week, I'd want him in my lineup though.
All right, give me your favorite sleeper pitchers for week 21.
All right, well, if we stick with the 2-start options for now, let's do those first. We got Paul Blackburn, far and away my favorite. Coming off 2 good starts since joining the Mets. Matchups are the Athletics and the Marlins. I think in most every format you should be starting Paul Blackburn. You know what? I'm going to change my mind. We won't go with the 2-start option first because there's really only one other sleeper pitcher that I'm that excited about, and it's Spencer Arrighetti going against the White Sox. And obviously, he's going to have another start after this recording, and we'll see how that goes. But he's just looked really good lately, getting a lot of strikeouts, and the White Sox are as favorable a matchup as it gets. So Blackburn and Arrighetti, those are the 2 I'm legitimately excited about. There are 3 other 1-start options that I think are fine, and they are Jose Soriano against a struggling Braves lineup, Tyler Anderson, whose whiffs have been way up recently. He's going against the Blue Jays. That's a good matchup. Hayden Birdsong at the Athletics, provided his start against the Tigers this weekend goes okay. Then I think I'm on board for Hayden Birdsong with that matchup.
You reserve the right to change your mind.
Jose Quintana against Oakland's okay. I do have a few other 2-start pitchers here just because I need to come up with 10 names. I'm not thrilled with any of them. Joe Musgrove coming back from the IL gets the Pirates and the Rockies in Colorado. A little scary there. Ben Lively, Andrew Abbott, Tyler Mahle. In a points league, if you're looking for an extra start, you could justify using any of those pitchers, but I'm not going to say I'm thrilled with it.
All right, the best hitter matchups for week 21, the Mets, Phillies, Padres, Dodgers, and Yankees. The worst, the Pirates, White Sox, Rays, Athletics, and Tigers. And just give me a few of your favorite sleeper hitters.
Yeah. Okay. We got Wilyer Abreu and Masataka Yoshida have been red hot for the Red Sox, and their matchups are pretty good, even though they're not top 5. Michael Busch with the Cubs facing no left-handers. Got to get him in there. Josh Bell's been super hot. I like him. TJ Friedl with nothing but home starts. He's always been a stud at home. His power really plays there. And because the Mets have the best hitter matchups, I'm going to go with 3 picks from their lineup. JD Martinez, Jeff McNeil, who's been hot since the All-Star break, and Jesse Winker, who's been in and out of the lineup, but the Mets are facing no lefties this week. So hopefully he'll play enough to deliver.
All right. That's going to do it for Fantasy Baseball today in 5. Make sure you follow and leave a 5-star rating on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next week. Bye.